For better living, are you feeling good tonight? This thing got me thinking of life.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how we did these knotless box braids using Brazilian wool on my hair. So I have my students helping me today. It says Essence as well as Rain's Beauty Palace. I'll be leaving their Instagram handles in the description below, so make sure you guys check out their work. They're really amazing and based in Lagos, Nigeria. So they've already started, so I just decided to film the last portion of this hair for you guys to see, because I thought it was kind of unique and it's a different type of hair that we're going to be using. So I was like, why not? This particular hair that I'm speaking on, it's kind of like wool, but it's not wool. It's not the average wool that you would find at your local Walmart or your local arts and crafts store. This is the type of wool. It kind of looks like hair, but it's not hair. It's kind of like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's very nice. It literally is kind of like hair, but it's not. It gives that very airy like airy lock look. I don't know, like dreads type of wool. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's really nice. It's sold here in Lagos, Nigeria, and pretty much most of Africa. I think you can find this particular hair, but if you need access to them, you can always purchase them from my website. Just check the link in the bio at glambyMary.com. You can find all of this stuff that I'm using for purchase, pretty much. So anyway, so what we do is when we're adding the hair, we do it in twos. So the yarn, we cut it up, and then we use 2 yarn per install in terms of like feeding it into the hair. So if the hair is thicker, like in the crown portion of my hair is quite thick, so we do 2 yarn as like a strand, as opposed to doing 1 yarn as a strand, if that makes sense. So if the hair is thinner, we start off with 1 piece of yarn and then increase to 2 and kind of feed in accordingly. So as you can see, the braids branch are quite thin, and my parts are kind of like medium, but the lines are quite small, if that makes sense. So it's like medium, kind of. Yeah, it's really nice. It came out very full. It's so long. It's probably like the longest braids I've ever had, and it's really pretty lightweight. We use like, I think about a whole pack of the yarn, which I have to go count. I think it's probably like anywhere from like 12 of this yarn, and it's very light. I literally do not feel it. If this was expression hair, my head would be falling off my head, okay? But because we use this fiber yarn, we call it wool out here in Africa, not yarn, so I would call it yarn or wool, kind of the same thing, but this is a bit different from yarn because of the fiber is a bit different, so I would call it wool. Honestly, that's more of the realistic name for it as opposed to yarn. So yeah, it's very lightweight. As you can see, the top, she just added 1 piece of wool, and then she's gonna add 2 pieces following, and then the next piece she's gonna add is also gonna be 2 as well. So like I said, on thinner areas of my hair, where it's like my hairline, the nape of my hair and stuff like that, we start off with 1 and then increase to 2. And then in areas in the middle portion of my hair, where my hair is quite dense and thick, we start off with 2 pieces of yarn equaling 1 strand, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's the pattern we followed for this hair. As you can see, Esther is securing the ends into, because you know we're gonna curl it, so we're not braiding all the way down, so we're pretty much curling it. So when she's curling it, she's taking like chunks at a time to curl, and this will make sure that the ends are wavy. If you want a more defined curl, you want to curl it 1 at a time. Yes, 1 piece of braid at a time. And I'm going to show you guys how I did that at the end of this video. I'm going to show you 2 different ways to curl it at the end of the video. The first way, which is what she's doing, Esther, that's going to give you more of a wavy look. Now the only disclaimer about that wavy look is that it's not defined and it will drop. So if you're going to do this, I recommend you curl the ends 1 piece of braid at a time, and I will show you guys exactly how to do that at the end of this video. So I decided to help them braid because it was going to take a long time. Oh, I'm just trimming off any pieces of wool that was sticking out, because you know sometimes the strands are uneven when you fit it in, so some pieces may be sticking out longer than others, so you just want to cut it up if you're not able to tuck it in. So yeah, this hair literally feels like braiding hair. The only issue is when we're braiding, sometimes if you don't pull your fingers all the way through, it tends to tangle at the bottom. That's literally the only negative part about this, but afterwards the finished look is stunning. There are no stray hairs to worry about, really. You don't have to trim so much after when you're done. All you have to do is curl the ends. If you want to curl the ends, you can burn the ends if you choose to. I like the curled ends because I just like that like free look that it has. So yeah, that's what I went for. As I mentioned earlier, Esther is trying to give me that wavy look, so she's having to chunk up all the ends together. So the fact that she's adding like maybe 5 or 6 pieces per rod, it's gonna create a very like thick curl at the bottom, which is gonna make it wavy. And if you want more of a tight, more defined, lasting curls, I recommend that you do one per rod, like one braiding hair per rod. And then also when you're curling this hair, you want to make sure you're twisting it before you curl it. If you don't twist it before you curl it, the curl is not even gonna form. It will form, but it will be very like it's not going to be noticeable at all. So you want to make sure you're twisting your hair around your perm rods, just so the curls can come out more defined, cuter, bouncier, like a bouncy baby girl, you know. So yeah, go ahead and twist, like literally, I promise you guys it'll come out so cute. Anyway, so I decided to help them braid because, you know, this hair was up to my butt, okay, longer than my butt actually. I'm quite short. So yeah, I decided to help because we were there for a long time. So if I didn't put my hands on this hair, like literally we would have to finish the next day. So yeah, that was the only thing. It's just super long, so it took a long time. So as you can see, Esther started off with 1, added 2, and then she's adding 2 more, and then we're gonna braid all the way down. Remember in my very first knotless video, I told you guys that after you flip your wrist, you then add some more just to give you more thickness to your braids. We decided not to do that because this hair was already going to be super long, so we didn't want to make it any longer than it needed to be. And plus I was already happy with the size, so I was like, okay, why not, just leave it as is. And it came out really cute, you guys. I love the box parts. You guys, this is the very first time I've gotten, this is the second time I've gotten knotless braids, but this is the very first time my knotless braids did not hurt. And now I know the difference now between my technique, the way I add hair, as opposed to when you wrap it around and do the other fitting technique. It makes a difference in how it feels on the person's head, okay? It may not make a difference in how it looks to you as a braider or the client. However, in terms of tightness and how it hurts, I can feel the difference. This hair literally did not hurt after after we got done. Whereas the first one that I did, I think I went to this braiding store called My Extensions, no shade, but they did knotless braids on me, and I swear I took those braids out in less than 2 weeks, because after 2 weeks it still hurt. And the whole purpose of knotless braids is so it doesn't have tension, it doesn't hurt at the base of your hair. Like literally, like that hair was beautiful, it looked good, it looked amazing. However, it hurt like hell, and I just could not stand. Like, it's supposed to be a healthy technique, but when you overdo it, it's a no-no for me. I'm sorry. But anyways, that was literally the only issue I had with, in terms of comparison with techniques. I like this technique better that I taught my students. I think it's healthier on the person's hair, it's faster, and it's just, it's bomb. Anyways, so Esther and Maureen, they are my students. They actually just graduated from the 8 weeks braiding program that I have. You guys, make sure you check Braiders Club on Instagram so you can see all their amazing work and all the awesome things that we're doing in class. Class is always so much fun, you guys, because we're doing what we love and we're having fun with it. So it's just always, I'm gonna miss them so much. So it's just really like a very fun experience for myself and them as well. So if you are interested in my braiding classes, if you're not in Lagos, Nigeria, feel free to subscribe to the online version of this. I don't know if the online version will be available by the time I upload this video. If it's not, make sure you check back maybe 2 weeks from now. Or just constantly check my website, and I'll also announce it on my YouTube as well. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys are excited about that. Like, this program literally was broken down to the T. I made sure I hit every problem that any braider could possibly have in the learning process, and literally broke it down to your understanding into layman's term. So we really dived in. So it's amazing. It's such an amazing program, and I'm looking forward to extending it online for you guys to be able to access it. It's just, I don't know, it's just really, the curriculum was structured in a way that it made it easy to follow, and every lessons before that kind of carries over. So it's like you're always touching on every single aspect of hair and braiding. So it's really amazing. Anyway, so what I'm doing right now is I just unraveled the curls. As you can see, it's quite wavy, so I cut off the tip just so it doesn't tangle up, and broke the curls apart, and it gives you this really cute wavy look. Now the only issue is that this does not last. Okay, it didn't last. It puffed up on me. I could have done it again, however I wanted something that would last longer, so that's why I had to go back again and do like 1-1, curl it 1-1-1 instead of curling it as a bunch. But anyway, so we're just using the hot water to dip and dab. This hair literally, this wool or yarn literally acts like braiding hair, acts like real hair, acts like human hair. You can do locks with it, you can do twists with it. It looks natural. It does not look like yarn. It does not look like, it's the most amazing fiber. I don't know what fiber it is, but it's amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to get your hands on it. Like I said, if you're interested, check out my website, check out the link in the bio. Not bio, check out the link in the description. This is not Instagram. But I also have a link on my Instagram at glambyMary.com right on the screen to your left hand side. Alright, so we started acting like we were using expression. I don't know why, just out of habit. We were trying to use the spritz and hot towel technique, but this is wool. Like I said, the same method does not apply. I felt like I wasted a lot of spritz because honestly it didn't hold. So it wasn't until I had gone back individually to curl 1-1 that it actually held. But yeah, so I really love this hair. I'm gonna show you guys how long it is in a minute. I was feeling myself. I was looking good. Okay, I was looking fly. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so this is what I was referring to when I said going back in to curl the braiding hair one piece at a time. So what I do first is I twist the hair all the way down. The reason I twist the hair is that when I unravel it from the perm rods, it still stays thick and curly. When it's loose, the form doesn't show as much and it doesn't last as long. So it makes it stronger when you twist it and then curl. So I start off from the bottom, twist the bottom, and then I roll up the perm rods into the parts that I'm going to be curling, and then I clip it away, and that's that. And then I dip it into hot water. Make sure your water is boiling hot. Make sure you get help like I am if you need. I have my towel around me. I have towel on my hands, towel everywhere, towel on my face, towel everywhere to protect yourself. And then I started spraying spritz. This part I don't think it's necessary, honestly, because it's not real hair, so I don't think it applies. However, let's just do it just to pretend like we're doing something. And then what I like to do is scrunch it up so that way the excess water falls out. And then I unravel the perm rods the same way, no, actually counterclockwise from how I wrapped it up, just so I don't break up the curls form, you know, the formation of the curls. And yeah, go ahead and repeat this process all through the hair. And then when you're dabbing, do not wring it downwards. Make sure you bunch it upwards so the curls are still intact. And voila! There you have it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a merry day and God bless.